was
possum song.
Possum Park. It was a funny song though, catchy, but I wouldn't put it up there. But it's a funny song. I give it that. The little girl with the missing teeth. Yeah. Why she look at him? Daddy is so talking about yeah, and just teeth missing.
Bro, it's just such a banger, bro.
The songs were fire. They disregard the possum party, but it was a funny song. I just wanted to throw it in there because it was hilarious. But a lot of the songs they're really good songs, man. Yeah. You remember Bigfoot is stay in the light with the headphones.
Yeah.
Behind the car, yo.
You know what else is a good ass song too, bro?
Which one?
What's the name of the song? Nobody Else, bro.
Nobody else but you. Yep.
Bro.
Just two. We stuck together. No. Yo, yeah.
That's the song where Max started to realize. That's when he started to realize, like, oh man, my dad has been there, bro.
Yeah, he just.
You know what I mean?
No. The line, bro. He's like, I'm not your little boy anymore. I know that. Yo.
Yeah.
And then he was like, what did he say? He said, I know you're not a little boy no more, but you're my son. What did he say? And you'll always be my son. Like, oh my God, I'm mad that I can't remember the line right now because that line always gives me goosebumps when he says that. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, I know you're not a little kid anymore, but you're still my son.
It don't matter.
You'll always be my son.
No matter, and even in that song, nobody else but you. Go
I have my own, there we go. I have my own life, Dad. I know that. I just wanted to be part of it. Like that, John. It's like, that was a good one, Goofy. Yeah, he has his own life, but your dad just wants to be part of it. Like even though you're not a little boy anymore, you're still his son. All right, that ain't gonna ever change. He gonna be your dad. He gonna always act like your dad. Like that's just it. Like, and I always love that part right there. Like I feel like he put Max. Like he was like, that's when Max got it. Like, dang.
Yeah,
okay, damn. All right,
even in the like.
That's when he realized.
Else but you song, Goofy's basically saying, yo, even when you act up, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like there ain't nobody else but you.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be here.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be here.
Like you mean? And that's when it clicked for Max. So
yeah,
like, you mean?
Like that song, man. It was like Goofy could really explain to him what he's trying to do, and I mean, that was a good song, bro. That's like a sleeper too, because most of the time when people think of the movie, the songs they think of is Eye to Eye and Stand Out, and After Today. But it's like they don't really want to pay attention to the other songs when the other songs got a lot of good messages and content in it also that you should be listening to.
Right.
Even when they're on the road, you like listen to that one too.
But the perfect cast, bro. Let's talk about the perfect cast, bro.
The perfect cat.
Cast,
you talking about the dance and the fishing joint?
Bro, that was that was the lesson in the whole entire movie, bro. You know because that literally is what saved Goofy's life.
Period. Yes.
Because like I said, at the end of the movie, the waterfall, and he does the perfect cast, and he saves Goofy's life, and he rolls him up, and what's the first thing Goofy says?
Wait, when?
So when they go off the waterfall.
Oh yeah.
Right, and Goofy is falling, and Max flips the rod around, and he does the whole thing and catches it.
Give him a little teapot, and then fly.
Right.
Yo.
And he gets Goofy. What's the first thing Goofy says?
The perfect cast.
And that was like, yo, I just taught you a lesson. You know what I'm saying?
But that perfect cast, all right. That led to a lot of things. It even started the whole thing with them getting trapped in the car with the Bigfoot. Him teaching them the perfect cast, grabbing Pete's steak.
It was the movie, bro.
You got to think about it. You mean because
when they're about to go on the trip and he pulls out the rod like it's been passed down from goof to goof to goof.
Right there,
bro.
They didn't even know
the perfect cast.
This rod was gonna be a big piece of the movie. You don't even realize until you watch it and then really think about it.
It was the movie, bro. You mean, because, like I said, it was a reason for the trip. You know what I'm saying?
The fishing,
right? And then, like I said, the whole Bigfoot thing, the whole Bigfoot
I feel
thing.
like you're gonna say what I'm. Yeah.
it was the reason why they ended up in the
the
car. You know what
and
I'm
they
saying?
connected better and did the whole
For a
my
little-
dad
yeah,
suit.
yeah.
Oh, where did you learn to do that? Well, your granddad taught me that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he popped the can, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it caused them to they were forced
But-
to get along now and,
Right.
and connect. Because where you gonna go? You can't leave Max. You can't run out the car and be upset now because Bigfoot's out there. He's gonna trash you. You can't.
Right.
So you're forced to spend time with your dad, learn, and connect.
Which caused him to change the map.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, that would have never happened.
Right.
But it had to happen.
You know,
You know what I mean?
it was so
Yo, cause and
prominent
effect. Cause and effect.
that when Goofy landed on stage, what's the first thing
And
Max
he
said?
did. Dad, do the perfect cast.
And
He's like, oh, and he started doing it, a little moonwalk with it, and then Powerline started doing it. And
Bro.
Powerline caught it instantly.
Bro.
And Powerline. Speaking of Powerline, the way Disney and how they incorporated to make how they wanted Powerline to be was a mixture of 3 artists. Okay, like it was based off of Michael Jackson, Bobby Brown, and Prince. They took these 3 artists, mixed them, and made Powerline. I thought that was fire.
And the fact that they used all of Prince's background singers too, because
Did they?
Powerline was a backup singer for Prince.
Oh, the little ball
Yeah,
that does the voice of Powerline.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. That's fire.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. Didn't know.
Oh, man, what's the bull's name, bro?
The little bull from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's what I know him as. I'm sorry. He was in that one episode with Ashley's birthday party.
Is it Trevor Campbell or something like that?
Yeah. Okay, Alexa, who does the voice of Powerline in a Goofy movie?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the singer who sings the song titled "Stand Out" in the Goofy movie is the legendary R&B singer Tevin Campbell. Tevin Campbell also provides the singing voice of the character Powerline. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear
Alexa, stop. Thank you. Yo, I'm about to get my notifications. Like, you got an email.
But not just him though, but the big John.
Yo,
she is.
And then she's doing the shimmy.
Bro, that's my favorite part of the song. And I'm so mad they waited till like the last 10 seconds to put her in like that.
Yo, she was fired. And she was one of the ones that were on the way to the concert.
Yeah.
The big chick in the car.
She was also a backup singer for Prince. Bro.
I didn't know that. That's dope.
So much soul, bro. Like
everything in it.
Oh man.
This is why a lot of people, for some reason, made it that this movie was the first like Disney black animated movie, and it like technically wasn't. It's not, but the fans, the audience, the people, because of how Max acted, the way he dressed, the music, the people that played, Powerline, the way he looked and how they danced and acted.
Oh, Powerline was definitely a black guy.
That's what I'm saying. And
Powerline
then,
was definitely black.
That's what you know what I mean. And then you got Max and Goofy, like they got the black fur, technically, but it's I don't know why fans made it like that, but I can see the comparisons and why people would think that. And we didn't have no black Disney movie, so guess what? A Goofy movie's gonna be it.
I mean,
that's what they.
Lion King.
And that. But that's what I'm saying. So,
listen, what I'm trying to say is
so they make a whole
cast
cast of black people, but then let's make them lions.
Yeah, nah.
Like what?
This is like if you want to talk about.
That's hilarious. I thought it was funny. Not no race. Like it was funny. I thought it was funny.
I do think it was definitely one of the first cartoon movies that was for the culture. But the reason why, and this is my personal opinion, the reason why I say that Goofy and Max weren't black, because you gotta remember, Max was the unpopular kid. He was the one that got picked on. You mean, so if anything, he was the white kid inside of a black in a minority school.
Yeah.
You know
that's what it felt like. I'm saying the feel.
I always say that, for example, like Roxanne, she wasn't black. She was Spanish.
She was Spanish. The little mole.
Bro, she
gave me like.
She was Spanish, bro. Dad was Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
She reminds me of like a Spanish like cartoon Topanga. I don't know why. That's just how I always seen her.
Pete was black.
Pete was black. Yo, Pete was. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's the black Derek.
Yeah, thumb goof. Like he's like, oh, when he was bowling on top of the RV. Oh, well, you almost had it. Almost. Watch this. PJ. Yes, sir. Come on, sir. Yes, sir.
So I do
points and then ball goes and kicks it. Like was crazy.
I do think that like a Goofy movie was definitely a movie for the culture, and I think it had a whole bunch of cultures mixing it.
Yes.
Powerline was definitely a black guy.
He was. He looked like it. They based him off of 3